I'm on my way out of La Paz. A couple of things. I'm not feeling very well. I've had this mystery illness for about a week, 2 weeks now. Watch out, dog, my God. I thought it was a cold, but I'm just tired and my head is very foggy, a little bit either sweaty or cold, but no coughing or sneezing or runny nose. And the woman Margarita at a Airbnb in Todos Santos told me she had the same thing, a very weird virus that was going around her area at least. Okay, I'm out of La Paz, on the one, headed north. So soon I'll be back out in the desert. 189 kilometers to the next turn. And we're back into the mountains. Really great curvy roads here, but I got to be careful because a lot of heavily laden trucks. You can smell the brakes burning as they go past. The one thing you can't see as I drive along is the wind. It's coming from the front and from both sides, depending on where I am on the road. I stopped for fuel and to put on a underlayer because the temperature, though it's warm in the sun, on the road it just was starting to get a bit cold on my chest. So I'm on the boring, dead straight desert road at the moment, and it's allowed me to disappear into my own thoughts. Alright, I'm fueled up again. The efficiency of the bike is really down at the moment. Carrying corn. If I have read the GPS right, this road will take a little bit longer, but should lead through some mountains. Well, I almost had my first ever serious wreck. I was driving down the road, the highway, and an old farmer in his big F350 just decided to come out across double lanes without either seeing me or looking, and I had to brake hard while keeping control of the bike and then turn at the last minute as he cleared a part of the lane, and he had no idea I was there. When I was beeping, he was just looking around like, where's that noise coming from? He had no idea I was there. So I'm very thankful my brakes work and that I was awake enough to not smash into the side of a blind old farmer. This is what I'm talking about. The mountains, baby. Much happier in the mountains. Rather than falling into the hypnosis of a dead straight line through the desert, I can actually engage my brain weird how I get vertigo just looking down there. Wow, it's like a Grand Canyon over there. Gonna have to stop. Stopped right in the sand and nearly stacked it. Look at that road. And the mountain. This was a good choice. Just going to take it a bit easier around here because it loops around over to the other side of the cliff there, so take it easy, enjoy the view. This part of the ride has made the whole ride worthwhile. Discovered a gringo golf village, apparently. Loreto Bay. Like, that's Mexico. That's Gringo Disneyland. I don't know how or why, but the fuel range has gone back to what it was before. So I just filled up the tank and it's 260 kilometers showing. I don't know if it's an issue with the electronics, the meter itself, or something cleared itself out over the course of the last 6 hours of riding. So that's lucky. Passing through Loreto now. This is where I stopped last time for 2 nights and went scuba diving, and it was not great. I got bit by a dog, not while I was scuba diving, but just in Loreto. I came from La Paz, going to Tecate.
Tecate. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
but stopping in Bay of Concepcion.
Okay.
Yeah.
Open back.
Yeah.
But,
Okay. Oh, yes. So I was stopped for the first time, well, I guess it's the second time. A couple of soldiers stopped me coming down, going south, but this is the first time I've been stopped and asked to open up my top box. But they were friendly, and I just said yes and thank you, and I did what they said, and everything was fine. They didn't want to see any ID or anything like that. Yeah, it was pretty mellow, and hopefully it doesn't get worse than that until I get my visa stamp. There's a strange thing that's happened. I'm about 7 hours into my ride, and I have more energy than I had when I was doing a 1, 2 or 3 hour ride. Maybe it's something to do with getting through that beginning slog and then getting into the bike and getting into the road and finding enjoyment in it. I'm 30 kilometers out now from the stop for the night, from Podama beach, and it's a really lovely curvy ride around the coastline. Look at that water though, that's beautiful. That's a very fast stop. Let's get a little photo. 3 kilometers away now from the beach. That's Playa El Burro, like Donkey Beach. It looks so much nicer than it did when I came through the first time. I think I want to stop at this thing. Okay, I got the shot. Love it. Okay, so feeling a little bit tired, but I'm feeling really good as well. It's been a great ride so far. The bike seems to have repaired itself somehow. Something I'll have to keep an eye on. But it's, oh my god, it's pretty. I have to stop every time I see it and look. Look how pretty she is. So 2 more k's to go, and then we arrive at our destination for the night. Some people in the water over there. I haven't seen that since I've been in Baja, except for scuba divers. 400 meters. I guess this is the town. Yep. Okay, how do I get into the town? There must be a road. Here we go. Posada Concepcion, that's right. My place is supposed to be over here somewhere, I think. Check. Well, it's been over a month since I stopped at Posada Concepcion, as you can probably tell from the background, and Big Donaldo barking out there. It turned out that the entire town was actually a big camp owned by one person, and there were a lot of retirees that bought houses in this camp, and that was basically where they were living. So it had this weird old person vibe through the whole town. I didn't really see anybody under the age of 65. And they said, oh, we're having a margarita night tonight, come and join. And I don't drink, and I was quite tired and not feeling so well. And they started partying at like 5 in the afternoon, something like this. I'm like, oh, that's great, good on them. And then around 9, the techno started. And techno music was thumping super loud throughout the whole camp. I was quite close to the party. I was about 3 or 4 blocks away. So it was like super loud in my room until about midnight. And yeah, I'd had about 8 hours on the bike. I was exhausted. And then I was angry because of the music and I couldn't do anything about it. So I just sort of laid there, and then when the music finally went off, I stayed angry for another couple of hours and then woke up kind of early. So in general, I only had about 5 hours sleep, and woke up the next day feeling like crap, and had to keep riding another 7-8 hours the next day. So yeah, interesting stop. Glad it was just for a night. And yeah, the story continues.